going on, guys? Harold here, Figuremania Show. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are in the world. In today's video, I just want to be in front of the camera and I want to share my reactions and my thoughts on all the reveals at San Diego Comic-Con. There's a lot of cool stuff that we just found out today. And also I want to give a special shout out to Michael of Articulation Series for sharing all the information with me. He's out there right now at San Diego Comic-Con. He's doing all the pictures, he's doing interviews and stuff like that. So he's doing the Lord's work for sure, all right? So my friend, thank you so much. Right, now let's get into some of the topics that I want to talk about. Now, first off, I want to talk about Super 7. Super 7 just revealed the prototype. I think this is a prototype. The actual figure of Godzilla -1, the Toho Ultimates. And man, I am very excited for this figure. This is my most anticipated figure this year. It looks really awesome. I can't wait for it to have it in my hands, and it looks like it's gonna have, you know, updated articulation, which is like much needed in the line. And unfortunately, this picture right here that I'm showing you guys here, you know, the lighting and everything really doesn't do it any favors and things. So I'm just gonna wait and see what you know, other pictures that we see during the week. You know, whatever we get out of the Comic-Con and things. But I'm pretty hopeful for this figure. I like what I see so far. So yeah, definitely, I can't wait to get this in my hand. Now, the next figure that was revealed was, there is a Blazing Godzilla. I think it's called Blazing Godzilla. Basically, if you guys recall S.h.monsterarts way back then, many moons ago when they did the Comic-Con Burning Godzilla. It's basically pretty much the same idea, but this is the Super 7 one. Looks pretty cool, but I'm not keen on getting this, so I can easily skip this one. And by the way, guys, if you guys haven't picked up on that 1200 degrees Godzilla, you guys better pick that up soon, because that figure will not be reissued. Thankfully, I did find one and I got that figure on the way to me, so I can't wait to have that in hand. Now, 3-0 has finally revealed the Kaiju Dao line. Now, before I share my thoughts on this Godzilla 74, I'm a big fan of 3-0s. Like, I have a lot of their products. Their Transformers are awesome. I collect the MDLX Transformer line and the DLX Transformer line, and those figures are awesome. Like, especially for the DLX, those things are bang on to like what you see in the film and things, all right? Now, when they announced that they were doing kaiju figures, like right away, like they're doing Godzilla. I mean, when you think of kaiju, Godzilla is the one that you think about and things. So we finally have the reveal of the Kaiju Dao line, and unfortunately, I'm gonna have to be honest with you guys, is that I'm not really impressed with this new figure. Like, it looks like an old NECA. Okay, so there is articulation at the shoulders, at the wrist, possibly at the elbows, maybe at the knees, you know, at the legs. It doesn't appear that there's any cut on the middle, on the waist, or like in the body and things. So I don't know, like, especially like looking at the other photos, like the proportions and things. I don't know. This doesn't look to be on point, in my opinion, you know. So I don't know. I mean, this is their first figure in the Kaiju Dao line. I mean, you know, for any company doing Godzilla product, like their first Godzilla is always going to be like the most criticized one, I think, you know what I mean? But then as they progress and as they get better, you know, you start seeing improvements, you know, in the line. Henceforth, Haya Toys is a perfect example, you know. So and we're gonna talk about Haya Toys in a minute. So I'm gonna give this this line a try, you know what I mean? So I'm hopeful that that 3-0s can do something cool with the Kaiju Dao line. So I'm hopeful, and I'm gonna I'm gonna keep my mind open for this line. Next up, let's talk about the S.h.monsterarts line. And today they revealed the the Mothra and the Zuko 2-pack. And pretty interesting. So with Mothra, another 2-pack. Like the last time we got the Mothra was the 2019 pack with Rodan and things, and the Rodan figure was the standout figure of that pack. But however, this time there is a little bit of a difference with this Mothra. So Michael was nice enough to share some photos with me from Articulation Series, and like the wings on Mothra definitely look updated. It looks very cool. Like there's more texture to it and things. Like the paint app is all really nice. Like the figure itself in terms of like engineering and sculpt is the exact same. But I think the figure just pops a little more compared to the old one. All right, now let's get to Zuko. I am surprised that they S.h.monsterarts is coming out with this figure, especially at the accurate scale. Because if you look at this picture right here with Kong, that's pretty much on point in terms of the scale and things, you know what I mean? So this figure is going to be tiny. Like it's listed at 2 inches, so he's going to be even smaller than the Playmates one. So look at the Playmates that I have here. Okay, here's the Kong. Okay, so the S.h.monsterarts Zuko is even smaller than this guy. So imagine that. And like being a small figure, like having it in hand, like even like at an arm's length, it's kind of difficult to see, the facial features and stuff like that in paint, until you like zoom in closely, like with your smartphone and things, and then you see, like the paint is just laughable. I don't know, you know what I mean? So for me personally, like it's okay for me, because like I got friends that can paint that up a little bit for me, do a touch up here and there and stuff like that. So I'm not worried about that, you know what I mean? I care more about whether this figure is functional or not for toy photography and things. But for me, when I want to do close-ups of Zuko, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to, if the paint is the way it's gonna be, like you see in these photos, yeah, I'm gonna have to get this guy retouched and things. So pretty, you know what I mean? So it is what it is, you know what I mean? So like, I'm gonna pick this up because like I want a complete set with my other figures. I mean, I have this guy already, you know what I mean? So might as well, you know what I mean? And for me personally, I mean, it's not a big deal forking out whatever. It's like $80 for this thing, you know what I mean? I pay way more for like bigger stuff, you know what I mean? So it's okay for me, you know what I mean? Not to rub it in with any of you guys or anything. Now next is Scar King. Now Scar King looks a lot better in my opinion. Like seeing these photos, yeah, they definitely touched this guy up a little bit, you know what I mean? And I like what I see. Like I'm excited to get this figure, and I think it looks okay. Like, yeah, I can't wait to get this guy in hand to see what kind of posing I can do and things, what kind of toy photography I can do and things, you know what I mean? I wish that he had like a little bit more expression, like heads and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Especially like the one where he laughs at Kong. I was hoping that we would get that one, but you know what I mean? So like, we'll probably get that at a later date for sure, But I think this is okay, and I'm looking forward to this one. And they did show off Shimo. Now Shimo looks better in my opinion. It looks, in these photos right here, it looks better from when we saw, those initial photos, not too long ago and things. So, and seeing pictures with Shimo and the other figures beside each other, you can tell how big this figure is. So it's pretty massive. So yeah, and like, fair enough, like everybody's mentioned how inaccurate it is and things like that, blah blah blah. Sure, you know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like it's up to you whether you guys want to, fork out the money for it or not. Like for me, like I like the bigger figure. I mean, it is going to be bigger than the high end things, and and I do like it. I mean, I don't have a personal connection to this particular character. I think it looks like a nice figure and things, so I'm looking forward to having it in my collection and diversifying my collection. I got a ton of different figures from different lines, so why not? Now, finally, let's talk about Haya toys. And as Super Mario would say, Mamma Mia, man. You know, people have that expression that Haya is cooking, blah blah blah, cooking. Haya isn't just cooking here. They're barbecuing, and like they brought their entire kitchen from China by the looks of it. You know what I mean? Because this presentation here is just incredible. Like it just blows everything else out of the water, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's take a look. I mean, I am very excited for this Godzilla 2000. Okay, so it's under the approval process, so we'll just have to wait until it goes through all the process and things. But we're definitely gonna get this figure. Like it's gonna if it's I don't know if it's coming in the our stylist line, but it's definitely gonna come in the the exquisite basic line. And like I don't have a Godzilla 2000 in my collection, at least an articulated figure and things. I missed my opportunity to get the S.h.monsterarts version, and it was a stylized, you know what I mean? But this is bang on. So yeah, very exciting. I can't wait for this. A pleasant surprise, other than the GMK Godzilla, was Mecha Godzilla 93, and whoa, this is gonna be awesome. Like, and you know what I really like about this figure? Like, it looks like it's gonna be pretty much like in scale with the other Godzillas, because if you've seen the movie Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla 93, Mecha Godzilla is taller than Godzilla and things. So pretty cool. Like, I can't wait for this figure. I think it's gonna be awesome, and especially that GMK. I can't wait for that figure either. This looks good. I mean, the prototype here just looks bang on and things. So, and they showed the stylist Shimo. I'm not much into the stylist, but this looks like a nice figure to have and things. The big one for me was Kong 2024, and oh my goodness, guys, this looks bang on. Finally, we're getting a Kong that is screen accurate. So this is further proof that Haya Toys does have access to the CG data more than Bandai, you know what I mean? Because if you look at and it's gonna come with two additional head sculpts, the grinning teeth and like just the normal, the roaring head, of course, that's on the figure already, and just like the normal face of Kong. And that to me, that just looks bang on. Like, and especially like it's just all new. It's just an all new figure. Like the proportions look on point and things. Man, I can't wait to get this figure in hand. I mean, man, this is gonna be so good to have. Yeah, honestly. And in other Haya news, I don't know if you guys know Contra. When I was a kid, I used to play a lot of Contra back in the day when the first Nintendo was around, the I can't remember what the name is, the NES. Anyways, I used to play a lot of Contra, and they're finally doing these figures on based on those Contra characters, so I'm looking forward to those ones. And I am a big Star Trek fan, and they're coming out with the Enterprise. Man, that looks pretty cool. I can't wait to get the 6-inch Star Trek figures. I think they look freaking cool, and especially RoboCop is due to come out, and like RoboCop is like one of my favorite all-time movie characters ever, you know what I mean? Next to Godzilla, of course, and things. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. So I don't know what else to say. Oh, I didn't forget. They are gonna do the Heat Ray version of Godzilla 2014. Like, I knew eventually they were gonna do that, but it's exciting to see that yeah, we're getting it, and we still don't have the the release of the standard. I'm waiting for that figure. I can't wait to get that 2014 in hand. And they did reveal an ultimate Heat Ray. Okay, so it says here Heat Ray Godzilla Ultimate version. And if you look closely, there's like this line on the back, like a crack or something like that. So I'm guessing like you can peel that off, you know what I mean? And then like it has like LEDs inside or something like that. I'm not too sure, but it looks to me that it's gonna be that. So I hope, like for that, I hope it's just confined to just that part of the body, but I don't know, like if they are gonna have like LED lights in there, I don't know if it's going to restrict like the articulation and the posing in the torso section, you know. So, but I don't think it's gonna touch the neck, which is okay, you know what I mean. Like I would hate for it to go all the way up to the neck and then like all of a sudden like you lose posing range on the neck, you know what I mean. So I don't know, we'll see. I mean, this is just early, you know, this is the early phase of this particular figure, so we're gonna get more information for sure. All right, guys, that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and guys, let me know in the description section below which figures are you looking forward to get, which ones are you happy about, which ones are you disappointed about. I mean, I already told you guys I'm a little bit underwhelmed about the 3 zeros, but I'm hanging in there for 3-0. I hope that they can, you know, they can do some good stuff with their line. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I will check you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.